In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 fact about the Elder Scrolls. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Strange situations abound in Skyrim. Events in Bethesda's worlds sometimes unfold in strange and surprising ways, both intentional and unforeseen. Due to loopholes in the programming, the laws of physics can sometimes unravel at the seams. The player can often alter or at least see these happenings in some manner, shape, or form. Sometimes it's for one's own advantage, and other times it's just for a chuckle. Here's a list of the top 10 fact about the Elder Scrolls. Let's start. Number 10. Rob people blind. NPCs see with their eyes, which should come as no surprise to anyone. They use these programmed organs to interact with their surroundings, such as staring at other NPCs indifferently or detecting when someone is attempting to steal their belongings. Obstructing an NPC's line of sight allows you to do all of these things and more. To steal as much as you want, simply place a bucket, basket, or similarly shaped container over their head. Number 9. Farm infinite arrows. The Dragonborn will occasionally come across people practicing their archery abilities as they travel. The makers granted NPCs undertaking target practice the ability to infinitely duplicate the arrows in their quiver to conserve game memory, and probably a few more reasons. As one might guess, this results in an infinite number of arrows being shot at targets that the player can pick up. Simply reverse pickpocket a single higher tier arrow, such as the tremendous Daedric arrows, onto someone training with a bow for free arrows forever to make the best use of this knowledge. Simply stand near the target and gather the items as they appear. Number 8. Breathe underwater. Water breathing is an adept level alteration spell that allows players to stay underwater for longer periods of time. They can breathe underwater automatically from the start of the game. When you're near rivers, lakes, or the coast, this is a highly exploitable skill. Because most land enemies are unable to swim or attack effectively in water, hit-and-run techniques against tougher opponents can be used with relative impunity. Number 7. Gallop across mountains. There are a lot of mountains in Skyrim, and getting around them can be difficult at times. Horses, thankfully, don't seem to mind steep, rocky, practically vertical inclines. The strong mares and stallions of the northern province look to be the actual masters of the mountains, which one would expect from goats. Just be careful not to get too close to the edge of the cliff. Unless, of course, one has an everlasting horse. Number 6. Instantly kill lesser foes. Mirax robes provide the player with a variety of beneficial effects. The capacity to absorb some magicka from incoming dragon breath and spells is the first. The other is that anytime an adversary attacks the Dragonborn, there's a possibility an explosion of tentacles may erupt, killing lower-level adversaries outright. A useful trait for someone who doesn't have much time to waste on peons. However, in comparison to genuine armor, these robes provide little protection beyond these effects. Number 5. Phase through walls without using console commands. Unfortunately, there is no elixir that allows you to walk through walls. However, there are some amusing and simple ways to go through solid materials. If the Dragonborn holds one in front of them and presses it against most walls or locked doors, the hitbox of their player model will be pressed against it, forcing the object through the wall. Number 4. Slay dragons with a single punch. Dragons are some of the game's strongest foes, and bare-fisted punching is one of the weaker types of attack, yet ending one of these Thuum-hurling foes with a single hook or jab is a distinct possibility. This next trick merely goes to highlight how badly Skyrim is designed. The Dragonborn can use the marked for death cry to lower an enemy's armor value. This can be stacked not only until an opponent's armor value is 0, but also beyond that. This is owing to the fact that armor values can fall into the negatives, causing foes to take more damage. They can grow weak enough to one-shot with even the lightest of strikes, if they are administered to a single target for long enough. Number 3. Transform anything into almost anything else. The player can unleash a plethora of whimsically random effects thanks to the Wabajak, the insane Daedric Prince Sheogorath's staff. This staff can throw standard spells like Fireball, Thunderbolt, and Ice Spike on occasion, but its true power resides in its ability to transform any victim. Number 2. Duplicate any item. Fast travel, companion inventories, and doorways can be used to trick Skyrim's coding into producing copies of any item due to how the game remembers where some objects are. To begin, lay everything that has to be reproduced on the ground. The next step is to instruct one's buddy to pick up the object or items in question. After that, rapidly enter and exit any building before fast traveling out of and back into the city. When one returns to the location where the things were first dropped, they will discover them waiting for them. Number 1. Soar like a dragon. Buckets have once again proven to be the most overpowered item in the game. They have the capacity to not only blind any man or mer to thievery, but also to reach the highest elevations in the northern province. This operates on the same premise as using a platter to pass through walls. Strange things can happen when one's hitbox collides with specific objects. Jumping on a bucket while holding it allows the player to hoist oneself into the air, while simultaneously raising a platform in the form of a bucket. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.